Should, I don't know. Should we all move to one side, or how about I move? Should I move? What should I do? Should I rotate? Should I just do this? Okay.
You should just talk this way, and these people are going to hang out.
I'll talk this way. So we're here today to talk about what we want to do here, and some of the different ideas of what we see happening as Occupy Worcester and being Worcester and what Worcester needs. So, putting out ideas, things like, do we want to hold regular general assemblies? Do we want to follow the model of New York City and Boston and start a physical occupation? Do we want to work on local neighborhood breakout groups? Or do we want to do something completely different? Or a combination of these things. So that's what we're here to talk about today.
Hello. Okay, so to kick off the conversation and make sure that we can all communicate effectively and that everyone's voice is heard, we're going to go over a couple things. First, I would like to invite Shane to talk about just some ideas on, where is he? Yeah. Ideas on letting everyone's voice really be heard and making sure that we're all on the same page with that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Right here.
Got a better one.
That one works.
Yeah!
Thank you.
We're serious.
Alright, hold on. This is crazy. I have to figure this out. Do you want to give more stuff?
No, it's right here.
Okay. I don't know. Let's see.
Hello?
Yeah, I guess it's on. Hello. Okay. Hi. Hi. No, not working now. Hold on. Technical difficulties.
Got it.
Is it trigger?
Sorry.
Okay. Nope, still not working.
Release the trigger.
Woo!
Are you pulling the trigger? You're pulling the trigger on that.
I
Yeah?
was pulling that.
Hello?
Right now.
Hello?
That's weird. Sometimes it's used to this old reverend here. Go ahead, hit it.
Yeah, just smack it. Yeah, okay. Hitting things works. Nope, guess not. Doesn't work anymore.
Is there another bullhorn?
Hello? Okay, well, we worked with
You're going to have to
yesterday.
suffer with the little one.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get it going here.
Mike Jack!
Alright. My name's Shane. And I'm here to talk about anti-oppression in the General Assemblies. Okay. So the first thing is to be aware of who you are and other people in these spaces. The second thing is to be aware who is not here and who is not represented. When you're speaking, be aware of your tone. What you are saying, because we want to be a safe and no, that's not doing it again. All right. A safe and open place for all voices to be heard. And not just the one speaking. Be aware how much you speak. Who is speaking. And the forms of oppression that are great. And many in this society.
Okay, do it now. It's working.
Hello? Alright. So that together we can create a world in which all of these identities fit. So the first basic... That's not good.
Just keep there are gremlins.
There are gremlins here.
Okay.
Blame
Mic
gremlins.
check works better.
I told you it likes me.
Yeah, people.
Hey, mic check! So the first...
Yeah, now it works. I don't know why it's not working for you. It's working for me.
Alright. So the first thing to think about is the idea of stepping up and stepping back. So if your voice has been heard, you should take a step back. So other voices can also be heard. So be aware of how often you're raising your hand. That's pretty much it. I'm sure together we can work through this. Thank you.
Okay, another tool that we're going to use tonight are some hand signals. So I need all of you to get your hands ready. All right. And we're going to do them together. We'll practice. Okay. Twinkle your fingers for a green. Beautiful. Something like flat finger twinkle. When you're indifferent. If you disagree, hand down twinkling. A point of interest is when you have a factual piece of information not used for opinions. A point of process is if someone is off topic, you're asking them to get back on subject. Clarifying question. You have a question regarding a topic. Move along. I understand what you mean. Move along, please. Block. Only to be used when you have a feeling so strong that you would leave the group if we continued. Please use block only when you really mean it. You can use disagree every other time. Okay, let's go over them one more time. Agree? Indifferent? Disagree? Point of interest? Point of process? Clarifying question? Move along? And block. Awesome. Thank you guys. Consensus. Randy, please.
Hi everyone. We're going to be making some important decisions today. About what Occupy Worcester is. So we want to make sure we are clear on what a consensus decision is. So my proposal, which can be a jumping off point, is what they do in Boston. When they come to a consensus, it means there is at least 75% of the people present twinkling. And there are no
And there are no
Blocks.
Blocks.
Can I get a temperature check on that?
Can I get a temperature check on that? Pretty good.
Looks pretty good. How do you guys feel? Is anybody blocking that?
No.
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 Okay, we've come to consensus.
Awesome. Thank you. All right.
Sure. So this is going to be a long day. But that's okay. Because democracy is not easy. But hang in there. Because, what a fantastic feeling.
What a fantastic feeling.
When we can come to a consensus.
When we can come to a consensus.
Okay. I don't know what this
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. The decision we make tonight. While our goal is consensus. Doesn't have to be permanent. We can go through the process again. But we ask you all. I ask you all. The question is, what does Worcester need? We know what other cities are up to. But what resources do we have? What needs do we have? So, how we're going to start is have a stack of proposals. We won't discuss things yet. This is like a brainstorm. We will collect names and general proposals. Please avoid repetition. If you have a completely different proposal, I sparkle you. If it's already been proposed, we need to move things on. One person per proposal. One proposal.
Clarifying question.
Yeah.
Who's the stat keeper tonight?
We're stack keepers.
I'll be the stat keeper. If you put your hands up, I will find you. If you will put your hands up, I will find you.
Okay.
Can I clarify? Okay. So what we're looking for are proposals about what Occupy Worcester wants to do from here. As these girls discussed earlier, do we want to occupy? Do we want to hold neighborhood groups? Do we want to continue with the general assemblies? It's limitless. So we want to hear, and I'm sure you want to hear, proposals. So that's what we're looking for. So if you have a proposal, raise your hand. And Chris will come over. Also, would someone like to take notes? Anybody?
Who's got paper?
I have paper. I have a pen.
Right there.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay. We got a note taker.
Are there any questions?
Other questions?
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
I can take notes while you're.
Then raise your hands for if you have a proposal.
Raise your hand if you have a proposal.
Just kind of like general.
Okay, collect proposals.
That guy right there.
Good luck.
Chris, can you get us the first person on the stack so we can...
Richard.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone.
My name is Richard Curver. I have a tent in Occupy Boston. There's some of us here in Worcester who are doing deep green resistance work. And want that presence down there. So one idea for Occupy Worcester. At least for the immediate future, say the next 30 days or so. Is to supply logistical support to Occupy Boston. And thank you for your kindness. Are you trying to take a temperature check on these, or is it just brainstorm?
We will after.
Just brainstorm for now.
Just brainstorm for now.
John?
Hi, everybody. In the vein of supporting Occupy Boston, which is where our local Federal Reserve is located, I propose we organize a day of solidarity with Occupy Boston and other New England occupies.
That's it.
Hi, my name's Joe. And I believe we should have an Occupy here in Worcester. As I'm sorry, that's I can't speak any further. I'm sorry.
I can't speak any further. I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Ron Madnick, and I believe occupying here in Worcester. We have many banks here in Worcester. That are foreclosing on Worcester citizens. We should encourage the banks. To rewrite the loans.
I'm sorry. You're not on staff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you're not on staff.
Let him finish.
No.
I'm sorry, I didn't sign. I'm sorry, I didn't sign it. We have to decrease the gap between the rich and the poor. If 1% of the population owns half the wealth, and the trend is continuing, does it end when they own it all? We have to change the tax structure. We have to tax the wealthy at a higher level, and reduce taxes on the lower class and the middle class, and not give money that trickles down, but money that boils up by giving it to people who will spend it. That will create jobs.
Quite a process.
Thank you.
Who's next on stack?
I am.
Okay.
Hi. My name's Ben. The 99% does not end in our cities. Does not end in Worcester. It is all around us. It is out in our suburbs. into the surrounding towns. To get media attention. We can't just focus on Worcester. We need to go out into the towns around us. Where we can get attention from the media there. That's it.
That's it.
Bill?
Where's Bill?
Who's after Bill?
Paul Lewis.
There we go. Hello. My name is Paul Lewis. I graduated from Clark University. I wanted to think of Clark University's Crystal Park across from the university as a place that we can headquarters our Occupy movement, as well as a place where we can go to the different suburbs and communities, so that if we decide to actually have a tent city, we won't be right across from the established building with its many little cameras and other audio devices. So that we won't be in direct opposition to forces who can misinterpret what we are about. That's it.
That's it.
Chris Horton? Chris Horton.
So, just so you all know, the details of every proposal can be discussed later on.
I don't know. Did everyone hear?
Mic check!
Mic check.
So the details of every proposal will be discussed later on. Thank you.
I'm Chris Horton. I work with the Worcester Anti-Foreclosure Team. If we're standing here in opposition to the rule of the banks, then I invite us to consider how we can work to help stop the foreclosures. And bring the people who are fighting to keep their homes, who are saying, no, these are our homes, you can't have them. We won't go to bring them in with us. And I would suggest a good place to start is some of you come tomorrow and join us in stopping an auction. At 7 Oakleaf Circle at 11:30. And call me if you need a ride. I'll set up carpools. Shall I give my phone number? 508-963 1399. And then we can talk about how we can go from there to draw in this struggle. To draw that struggle into this circle. Thank you.
Javier.
Second note.
Second note. Second note.
4 words, please.
4 words, please.
Thanks.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Who's next on stack?
Javier.
Awesome.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
I'm disappointed that nobody said hi, Dr. Nick.
Hi, Dr. Nick. Hi, Dr. Nick. Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Okay. My proposal is a little bit of everything.
My proposal is a little bit of everything.
I think people that want to stay here and occupy
Should
stay here and occupy. I think we should also have the neighborhood outreach. And I think we should all centralize it around the General Assemblies. That way, we get the message out to people. We bring more people in. And we grow the assembly. Get more voices. And with more voices, more media attention. And I like the idea of having people occupy. Because then we get the attention of passers-by. People come by here every day. We see somebody hanging out with a sign. They ask what is this all about? And we inform more people. We bring more people in. That's basically my proposal. Show me some jazz hands.
Ben?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name's Ben. And my point is, I think we need to realize how large a city Worcester is geographically. And how diffuse it is, and how spread out. And I think we need to get out throughout all of Worcester. And we need to increase our visibility, not only of ourselves, but of signs, of flyers, of billboards, of tags on buildings, whatever we can do. People need to see it, and we need to make them aware of it.
Speaking clips. Little small clips.
Okay, well, I'm done.
Denise.
Hello everybody, my name is Denise. My thing is the green, to me, it's very important. And I just want to put it out there. To think about. It would be great if we could join together and help people in Worcester to weatherize their homes. Lower their electric costs. And we could start with the people who are most at risk, like the people who are losing their homes.
We could start with people who are most at risk, like people who are losing their homes.
And people who have oil, heat.
And people who have oil, heat.
And people who are, in the lower economic levels.
And people who are in the lower economic levels.
That would give us a really good association with the people in Worcester. Thank you.
Thank you. Jim? How you doing? My name is Jim. Kirsten? This goes to what the first speaker said. And if we're going to support Boston, we should start a list. So we know what's needed and we don't redouble our efforts. Thank you. Dave?
Good afternoon, family. I'm glad to see you all here. All from various economic backgrounds and ethnic groups and whatnot. We are all here for the common goal. Of getting the attention. Of these bastards in this glass tower. Now, my proposal is for us all to collectively agree to do our best to encourage people to take their money out of their big corporate banks and put them in a small local bank. Also, I would like to encourage people to cut up their corporate credit cards. Because if we starve the beast, maybe it'll just die.
I'm Steve. I haven't formed my thoughts totally because I just put in a list, but I think what we need is visibility. I've been hearing this. And one of the ways to make more visibility is to go door to door and ask people. Are we happy? Are you happy? Existing the way you were doing. And then letting people know. Either through something which is pre-written. This is what this group, or this is what this movement. Strike that. This is what. This is what the country. Is pushing for. So, proposal is door to door, team of people, non-threatening way. You got it.
Hi everyone. My name is Tara. Like a lot of you, I've been involved in a lot of different things here in the city. And I think that our goal here is not just to get attention. I think we have a real opportunity to mobilize people around the many different needs of different communities here in the city. So my proposal is that we look at potentially issue groups in addition to neighborhood groups. And that we not just focus on that glass tower, but that clock tower too.
Hello, everyone. I propose that I agree that there is more to be done here than gaining attention from corporate media that doesn't care and that will likely misrepresent why we're even here. Therefore, I think we should focus on building alternatives and being the change we want to see. One primary purpose here is to recreate community. To hold down a space. Where people can come. And feel connected. And to know they are not alone. And to be involved in building a solution together. And those solutions, whether poverty or regulations or lack of heating, will emerge from a strong community
will emerge from a strong community
with a community space
with a community space
to grow and build from a baseline.
to grow and build from a baseline.
So I propose we create something sustainable. Whether occupation or regular meetings. To try to build our community. To come up with positive solutions together.
Libby.
Oh. There can only be one. I think it's important. For us to get all kinds of attention. Whether that's media. Social media. Or what have you. But I think a very powerful tool. That we can all use every day. Is to be brave enough. To talk to people. Everywhere you go. Doctor's office. The registry. Restaurants. Start conversations. Be an ambassador for this movement. Tell people what it is. And tell people what it isn't. We have that power. And no one can take it away from us. If we'll just be brave enough to talk.
Thanks, everyone. Is anyone burning with another proposal?
Is anyone burning with another proposal?
All right. We need to take 3 minutes.
We need to take 3 minutes.
Facilitators. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm watching you. There's food. You can go there. Thank you.
That dude right there. That dude should be asking permission to take our photos first.
There's a lot of good people.
Agents. So that was kind of hard, you know. I mean, going back to a night or two down that was kind of. I go back and forth. He was calling for people. He's calling for you.
Yes, not in my phone, but it's another satellite.
Heading down to DC. I mean, that's how much. That's how in my own mind how close my family is. There's a lot of people.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please stop talking.
Please stop talking.
Mic check.
Mic check.
All right. I'm going to try.
I'm going to try
Something to pare down our options.
something to pare down our options.
We had lots of proposals. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
I have a 5-word description for each one. And I need you to remember the 1 to 3 proposals you like best. When that proposal is mentioned, I need you to use our hand signals. This one. To indicate that's your preference. We have eyes. Watching all of you. To get a sense of where our hearts are. What our next step should be. Right now.
I can't honestly say. I think the way people are doing it is like to keep it positive. Just like if you like it, just like put your hands up and like wherever it feels like most positive is where people will go. And I think they're gonna. I personally think they're gonna shuffle it into top 3 like this.
I'm gonna be on your staff. Okay.
Can we hear the list first and then?
Yes.
Hey, so you want me
Okay,
to
yes.
put you on stack this?
Kind of hoping that was right.
The list quickly that I have
The commissioners, if the protesters don't leave by nightfall, they'll take them out.
support Occupy Boston.
Oh, really?
Support
So tonight is like a big day. Yeah. This is like a nice. So we should possibly talk to people about that.
Occupy Worcester.
By the way, I saved like shot of. I saved the webcam shot of this to your desktop. Awesome. For what
Go
is it?
into suburban areas. Use Crystal Park. Stop foreclosures. This you're not voting yet.
You're not voting yet.
This is the list.
This is the list.
Kind of get a feel from people what
Okay.
they want to do.
So the story is that the Commissioner of Boston
support
Parks
weatherization
is saying
The
that
Commissioner
the Commissioner of the Boston Police Department is saying that
starve the
tonight
bees.
at
They don't leave by nightfall.
is the deadline because they are going to
Door-to-door
They're going to
outreach.
remove that. That means by force, or I would assume it means
Problem-solving groups with our
get
local
out
governments.
Problem-solving groups with our local government.
Have community space solution-oriented.
Community space solution-oriented. You feel comfortable talking
Generally
about it.
talk to people. Wherever we are.
Wherever we are. Wait until there's more info. It's like totally.
I'll now go through the list and you'll indicate with hand signals your top choices. Okay? Sorry.
Our top choices.
I haven't
Okay.
thought them like talking.
Yes. Approximately. Your top three.
The top three.
Okay. Number one, in no particular order. Number one, support Occupy Boston for the next 30 days or so.
Support Occupy Boston.
Yep. Support generally New England Occupy groups. Okay, Occupy Worcester. Protest and demonstrate Worcester banks. Work with suburban, smaller town areas. Use Crystal Park as an Occupy location for security purposes. Stop housing auctions and foreclosures. Support weatherization, barn raisings, and housing efficiency. Move our money out of big banks, cut up credit cards. Go door to door with a written proposal to outreach to people. Create problem-solving groups with the targeting the local government. Create community space with solution-oriented dimension. Talk to people in our day-to-day. Did I miss anyone? Anyone's proposal? Does anyone need to clarify their proposal? They felt I didn't explain it right? Yeah, Karen.
I didn't want to just target local government, but really using this as a movement building opportunity to like spin off the justice.
Okay.
Did everybody hear that? Do you want to come up? Sure.
Mike check!
Mike check!
Doug was pointing to this an announcement about the
Not just
status of
targeting
Occupy
local
Boston.
government,
Not just targeting local government,
but using potentially a space.
Using potentially a space.
But either way, this opportunity of us being together.
Either way, this opportunity of us being together.
Are people going to get to make speeches about this at all?
Yeah, we're going to. So, should we read?
Yeah.
Okay, can we redo that proposal and then we'll get you next? Okay. So, feelings on that particularly. For our hands. Okay. Yes.
Can we invite those groups to come to us
Can we invite those groups
to come to us?
Absolutely. Okay. Yes, one more clarification.
This is a point of clarification, hopefully to
This is a point of clarification.
hopefully to bring a couple of items together that have been proposed.
Hopefully to bring a couple of items together that have been proposed.
To headquarters, to make the headquarters of our local Occupy Worcester.
Put the commissioner
Away from here. And closer to Clark University, that's always been.
And closer to Clark University, that's always been.
A hub and center of activism and higher thought.
A hub and center of activism and higher thought.
And of community.
And community.
From which we can go out to neighborhoods. In which space we can have tents or gather and speak. And now a point of information that was just relayed to me. That makes this argument stronger. I just heard that the police in Boston are about to move in. And attempt to subdue and stop. Occupy Boston. I'm going to check that now.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll do another hand check for that specific proposal. So, thoughts on that? Oh, sorry.
Mic check.
Mic check. We were clarifying proposals that I got wrong in my notes. We re-voted on the last two. Voted. Feelings? Okay. So, any other clarifying questions? You all are awesome. What? For me? Thank you. These guys are having a very important meeting. Yes. About what they saw. Yes.
I have a question. A lot of the proposals are things I feel we should be doing anyway. So I don't think we should be separate proposals. I thought this was about how we're going to move forward, not what we intended to do, because I think we are going to get to that eventually.
I thought that was about how we're going to move
I thought this was about how we're going to move forward. Not what we wanted to do. Because I sort of assumed we would get to all that stuff anyway. That was my question.
That was his question.
Mic check. That's a good question. I didn't hear a proposal for another General Assembly. The proposals I heard were what I wrote down. Is that a proposal?
Well, I had proposed that we do a little bit of everything and just grow the assemblies. Or make them bigger and bring more people in.
Yep.
And make them a regular thing.
Does that include occupying the common?
Yes.
Okay. I feel as facilitator that falls under an Occupy Worcester Proposal. Do you agree?
Do you agree?
Or not?
That wasn't my question. My question was more about all the other stuff like stopping the foreclosures, the protesting the banks, and bullying them. I thought that was stuff we were all going to get to anyway.
Clarifying question.
Yes.
Those seem more like message proposals.
Mic check. Clarifying question.
Mic check.
To him?
No, in general.
No, in general.
I'm a little confused. I thought yesterday that today's meeting was supposed to be concentrating on the world occupation this Saturday, much more immediate, and everything I'm hearing discussed is more or less long-range planning and encompassed in the whole action anyway.
Okay, mic check.
Mic check.
Maybe I missed it.
Maybe I missed it.
Was there a proposal for that?
Was there a proposal for that?
Yeah. Make a proposal. Can we? Are we cutting agenda? Yeah. Is that? Do we want that to be a proposal? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's hear it specific. Let's do it. You want to share that idea?
I didn't have any specific ideas, but I thought that's what we were brainstorming today. And it seemed a little, although it's constructive, it seems to be a little off topic if the intent of this meeting was to be planning for Saturday.
Would anyone like to propose planning for Saturday? Yes. Do we need to say it? That's your proposal. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay.
When I left yesterday, I always understood that there was a logistics meeting at the General Assembly to discuss about meeting on Saturday. I didn't know that didn't happen, so we're doing that now?
The logistics meeting was for the agenda for today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we can discuss Saturday. Would you like?
Mic check.
Mic check.
There's a proposal that we need. Your hand signals on. Which is a meeting on Saturday. For Global Occupied. Okay. You gotta read. I know.
All right, can you do your hands again? We didn't see that.
One more time. Yeah. Mic check.
Mic check.
We're taking stock on questions.
This gentleman here proposed something to me. He's a little bit too shy to go off the cuff. But he said, why don't we put most of our proposals today on a to-do list? And accept all of them.
Okay.